Picture this. It's the end of the month. You open your banking app. Your paycheck came in a few weeks ago, and somehow, almost all of it is gone. Rent. Groceries. Bills. Maybe a few things you didn't really need. You tell yourself, next month I'll do better. But next month comes, and the same thing happens again. Year after year. You work hard. You earn money. But somehow wealth never really shows up. And eventually you start wondering. Why does it feel like everyone else is getting ahead, but I'm stuck in the same place? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't stay broke because they're lazy. They stay broke because they're following a financial system that was never designed to make them wealthy. Look, I know that sounds harsh. But stick with me for a second. My name is Trump, and I spend way too much time thinking about why some people build wealth while others stay stuck financially. If you're someone who works hard, pays your bills, but still feels like money disappears faster than it arrives, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Now let's start with something most people don't talk about. The majority of people are stuck in what I call the paycheck loop. Money comes in. Money goes out. And almost nothing stays behind. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency expense. Think about that for a moment. $400. That's not a luxury vacation. That's a car repair. A medical bill. A broken appliance. And yet millions of people simply don't have that cushion. Now you might think, well, maybe people just don't make enough money. Sometimes that's true. But here's where it gets really interesting. Even people earning $70,000, $100,000, or more per year often live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income alone doesn't determine wealth. Behavior does. Here's the thing. Most people increase their spending at the exact same speed their income increases. You get a raise. You upgrade your apartment. You upgrade your car. You upgrade your lifestyle. Financially, it's like running on a treadmill that slowly speeds up. You're moving, but you're never actually getting ahead. This is called lifestyle inflation. And psychologically, it feels completely normal. Your brain quickly adapts to new levels of comfort. The nicer apartment becomes the normal apartment. The new car becomes the normal car. And suddenly your old life feels unacceptable. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built from income spikes. It's built from the gap between income and spending. Let me show you the math. Imagine two people. Person A earns $120,000 per year and spends almost all of it. Person B earns $60,000 per year but manages to invest $800 per month. If Person B invests that $800 monthly into a simple index fund tracking the S&P 500 with an average long-term return of about 8% annually, after 30 years they would have roughly $1.2 million. Person A, despite earning double the income, could end up with almost nothing. Same economy. Same opportunities. Completely different habits. Now, you might be thinking. Okay, but saving and investing is hard when everything is expensive. Fair point. But here's the deeper issue. The biggest obstacle isn't math. It's psychology. Humans are wired for short-term rewards. Buying something today feels good. Investing for something 20 years away feels abstract. Your brain literally struggles to emotionally connect with your future self. So when you choose between a $1,200 vacation today or investing that money for retirement, your brain heavily favors the vacation. This is why most people stay stuck financially. Not because they're incapable, but because their daily decisions prioritize comfort over compounding. And compounding is incredibly powerful. If you invest $500 per month starting at age 25, earning around 8% annually. By age 65 you'd have roughly $1.75 million. But if you wait until age 35 to start, that drops to about $760,000. Same monthly investment. Just 10 years later. That's the price of lost time. This is where it gets really interesting. Wealthy people understand something that most people never learn. They don't just work for money. They build systems where money works for them. They buy assets, stocks, businesses, real estate. Things that continue producing income long after the initial effort. Imagine planting a tree. At first it looks small and unimpressive. But over time, it grows branches, produces fruit, and eventually creates seeds that grow even more trees. That's what investing does. It turns money into something that multiplies itself. Here's what most people don't realize again. You don't need to become a millionaire overnight. You just need to stop living in the paycheck loop. So let me give you 3 simple steps. First, create a financial buffer. Aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings. This protects you from emergencies that can derail progress. Second, automate investing. Even $300 to $500 per month into diversified index funds can grow dramatically over time. Third, focus on increasing your earning power. Skills, side businesses, and career growth increase the amount of capital you can invest. Because the real wealth formula looks like this. Earn more, spend intentionally, invest consistently, let time compound it. And time is the most powerful ingredient. Look, most people stay broke not because they lack intelligence. They stay broke because no one ever explained how money actually works. But once you understand the system, everything changes. Your decisions change. Your priorities change. And eventually, your financial future changes too. If this video helped you see money differently, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Because on this channel, we're not just talking about money. We're talking about escaping the financial patterns that keep 'em